Hi everyone, welcome back to WhatACrocSteph. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make one of the most yummiest comfort foods, I think personally, that we've all loved and enjoyed for many years, from our moms to our grandmoms and everybody. But today I'm going to show you how I make in the crock, get this guys, meatloaf. A lovely, delicious, easy meatloaf to set and forget and have for dinner. This is how easy it is, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start by spraying our crock pot. Once again, I have some vegetable oil cooking spray. I'm gonna spray that crock pot. And make sure you spray it really good, vigorously on the bottom, because you don't want that meatloaf, that loaf basically, to stick to the bottom of the crock. So I did all that. And then we're just going to add, this is a 3/4 cups of milk. I'm going to put the milk in. And then we're going to add the breadcrumbs. Now this is only two thirds cups of breadcrumbs. These are seasoned Italian breadcrumbs, seasoned style, any seasoned breadcrumbs you want. You can even get plain breadcrumbs and season them yourself with salt, pepper, or whatever, oregano, salt, whatever. And then we're going to add in the 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. That's all you need. I'm going to add that in there. Okay, add those 2 large eggs. Then we're going to do, I have here 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Now you could add real onion, actually chop up and dice up some onion. You only need the 2 teaspoons of it though. You could use dry minced onion as well, whatever you like, but I'm using garlic powder. Not garlic powder, I'm sorry, onion powder. Just a little bit of onion powder, 2 teaspoons, right? And then we're just gonna add a little bit of salt. And I have here about 2 teaspoons of salt as well. Regular salt. You can use sea salt. You can use whatever salt kind you want. It's just salt. It's just for flavor and seasoning, right? So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to whisk this all up. Mix it all in there together. Whisk it up. Make sure you get a good whisk on it. Make sure it's nice and, all mixed in, all those ingredients. Because next we're going to put in the turkey meat. Now I'm making this as a turkey meatloaf, but you could use ground beef, you could use ground chicken, whatever your choice is for a meatloaf. It all comes out the same. It all comes out good, just like a meatloaf. So you can make a meatloaf however you like. So I stirred that in there. And now we're just going to go ahead, and I have here about 1.5 pounds. You could do a pound and a half tops of ground turkey meat. I dump that in there like so. And then I'm just gonna take my spatula, because I don't want to really mess up my hands, because I'm trying to show you guys, and you don't really want to see all the ickiness. We're gonna get to the icky part once we mold it into that loaf and put it in the crock. So, but for right now, we just want to make sure the mixture of the seasonings, that egg, that milk, that everything, the breadcrumbs, everything is mixed in really well with that meat. So we're gonna mix that meat all in. Make sure it is literally all over every piece of that ground meat, whatever meat you choose. Now guys, my mom has made this forever. My grandmother made it forever. Most of us, have made it forever in the oven, pop it in the oven and stuff like that. But when I tell you, that's a good way. You can still do it that way, but I'm showing you an easier way where you can set it and forget it, like in the morning or mid-afternoon, and it's ready and done. Set it and forget it for 5 hours. Go about your business. Do whatever you got to do during the day. Anything you really want. This way, you don't have to worry about staying home and waiting for it to cook in the oven for that 30-40 minutes, whatever you want, depending on how you want the meat to be cooked, basically, when it's done. So you don't even have to worry about that, because the crock pot, within 5-6 hours tops, you're gonna have a lovely meatloaf, and it's gonna be cooked perfectly, where it's still moist inside, in the middle, and then it's going to be really yummy, because then we're gonna add the glaze to it, and then we're gonna set it and forget it for couple more more minutes after that, about 15-20 minutes after that, and then you're gonna have the perfectly yummy meatloaf. Now guys, you can make sides in the crock pot too, which I'll be showing you more videos of that. So now we have the ground beef all mixed in there, right? So now the fun part. This is the icky, gooey, icky part. So I'm gonna take off my wedding rings, and we're just gonna mold this turkey meat. Now turkey meat is a little bit lighter to handle than like beef or whatnot, because it's leaner. It's a leaner cut. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a chunk of it, right, like this, and I'm going to place it in the pot, and we're gonna mold it right here in the pot. So I'm gonna put all this meat in there, nice and gooey, right? So I'm gonna make sure all the meat's in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mold it right in the crock pot. You can make it a loaf, you can make it a circle, you can make it a square, whatever shape you really like. Doesn't matter. Meatloaf's meatloaf, right? It all tastes the same, and it all goes down the same way, down the hatch, right? So we're just gonna take that. I don't know if you can see this. I don't want to get everything too dirty, but I'm gonna mold that into that meatloaf. I make mine like a oval shaped loaf right here in the crock pot. And guys, this is how easy it is, because once you make that loaf, we're gonna put the cover on, and we are going to set it and forget it. And I'm gonna set it and forget it for 5 hours, and then we'll come back to that, and we're gonna have some yummy, yummy meatloaf for dinner. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in there, mold it like that, mold it like so, and that's all done. I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick, and guys, we're just gonna put that lid on. 5 hours, and we're golden, right? So here goes nothing. Gonna set it for that on low for 5 hours, right? And we're gonna set that and forget it. And now I'll be back in a couple seconds. So I'm gonna show you how to make the glaze so it's all ready for when this meatloaf is done. Hey guys, take a 1/4 cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I use Swerve brown sugar, which is a sugar replacement. Then it's 1 teaspoon of ground mustard, and then 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, however you want to say it. And then you just whisk that all together, and there you have your turkey meatloaf, perfectly good, yummy glaze. There you have it. It's all done. 5.5 hours later. I'm going to spoon that glaze over top. Make sure it gets all over the meatloaf. And we're going to cover it up on low for 15 more minutes. The best way to get that meatloaf right out and onto the plate is take 2 spatulas, put it on the plate. Look at that nice meatloaf. Hi guys. So this is the finished product. Look at that meatloaf, that perfect piece of meatloaf. We're having it tonight with some mashed potatoes that I made. But look at how good. The meat is perfectly cooked. You got that nice glaze on top. Here goes nothing, guys. The best meatloaf, and you did nothing. You set it and forget it for the entire day, or 5 to 6 hours tops. And you have perfectly yummy, delicious, moist in the middle, with that glaze on top, meatloaf. Wow. Just like mama cooked, just like grandma cooked, just like you've cooked it before in the oven, and you thought it was good then. Guys, I dare you to try this at home in the crock. This is my WhatACrocSteph meatloaf, turkey meatloaf. You can make it with any way you want. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.